When I was 17 years old, I used to ask myself a question. Is there an end to suffering? Can I stop suffering? And to myself, I rather answered in negative. No, it is not possible. And everyone else were telling me, world is a tough place. Life is difficult. Life is struggle and suffering. But to my surprise, I found something in my life. I started to practice something in my life which has rapidly changed myself. I couldn't even believe that such a change is possible. So today I want to enumerate 5 most important things that has affected my life in the most positive way. Those are the greatest, most important things. Other things are secondary. Normally, human suffering is constituted with we worry about money, about health, and relationships. These are the most poignant points of pain in our lives. And then many of us, we try to achieve happiness by achieving a lot of money, for example. But then, in that kind of part of achievement, we lose other things also. We lose health, we lose relationships. I want to offer something different. If you analyze, you will find out that the most important is the energy and wisdom. If you know where to go and you have energy to go, you are bound to be successful. So energy and wisdom you can easily derive from 5 great practices, 5 great advices that I am going to give you today. Advice number 1. Start doing meditation. Meditation has almost 100 different benefits. But today I would like to highlight 3 very important benefits. Number 1, it teaches you metacognition, the ability to think about your thoughts, the ability to see your thoughts, to be disassociated with your thoughts. You are not the thought. The thought is occurring in you. Just like birds are coming and passing through the sky. Now one bird, now another bird. But you are not getting attached to the bird. You are not going with the bird anywhere. Just like emotion comes and goes. If you can observe your thoughts, if you can observe your emotions, you can also manage them. You can also control them. You can also direct them. So the keys from the mastery over the mind is in the practice of meditation. Second thing that meditation does is it fills you with internal happiness. Sometimes we are hungry, and in that hunger we become petty. People are divorcing and they are fighting for small things, causing immense harm to each other for nothing, because they're very hungry. And every little thing is the cause for a conflict. But when you become internally satisfied, when you feel that I live in abundance, your psychology changes. The third thing, meditation matures your mind, and you learn and realize much faster the things that you are destined to realize in 10 years, you can realize in 3 months if you are practicing meditation. Second thing, meditation itself is based on the principles of morality. This morality, which is called yama and niyama in yoga, it is thousands of years old, and it is the first ever school of psychology in this world. Meditation requires healthy mind, the healthier the mind, the better it is for meditation. The faster you can progress in meditation. But to make the mind healthy, you need certain principles. One time I saw with my friend, he had some device wearing on the chest. And then he's doing something from behind, and then his shoulders are getting straight. His chest acquires the proper shape. I thought, wow, this is a very good device. So there is such a thing also for your mind. First, it is uncomfortable. It is the new, more efficient strategies of thoughts and behavior. Once you start practicing the conduct rules, you become more successful in relationships. You are becoming more abundant financially. You become more healthy intellectually, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, physically. So these yamas and niyamas, these principles, and I have recorded different courses on this channel about it. They are fundamental for your psychological health. Number 3, asanas. Physical exercises. There are glands in the body. They secrete hormones. Today, there are glands, there are internal organs, there is a blood system, there is a blood circulation in the body. So today, all our organs are extremely malnourished because there is a lack of movement. When we are living a sitting way of life, I come out of my house with the elevator, then I sit in a car, then again in the elevator I come up, and then I sit with my computer in the office. So this is my life. But we are not designed like that. We need the movement. We need the circulation of the blood. We need the supply of blood to the vital organs of our body. If we are not moving, 2/3 of our vessels, they are not active. So how you can achieve health in that situation? So there are special exercises of yoga. They nourish the entire body. And they also affect the glands. The glands produce the hormones, and hormones affect our emotions. So by doing exercises, if you have fear and you do the exercise, there is no fear anymore. If you are angry and you do the asanas, there is no more anger. So once you have overcome the emotion, you become much more rational also. So asanas. Then diet. Many people talk about diet, and there are different nutrients, proteins, and carbohydrates, and fats, and minerals, and vitamins, and many different food supplements. But mostly, nobody talks about the effect of the food on consciousness. And this is the most important thing. One time I talked with one businessman. He's a very successful businessman, but I was impressed with his education. He has done several universities, and a very brilliant, very bright man. And he also learned meditation, and we were sitting, taking dinner, and I asked him, in your opinion, how we can change the world? And he thought for a moment, and he said, I will tell you just one word, Dada, diet. He said, if people eat the way they eat, the consciousness which this food generates will also create the same type of problem which we are facing today. And if you want to change the situation of the world, you need to change the consciousness. And to change that consciousness, that state of consciousness, you need to change the diet. I have appreciated that answer, and I have agreed with answer. So there is a special diet. It is called Sattvic diet. You can, in the links below, I will give all the important informations. I will give all the important documents which you can download, and you can use them for your practice, like a basic description of meditation, of asanas and diet. And then final, good company. You need to surround yourself with a supportive company. If you succeed, people around you should feel joy, genuine joy. If somebody is jealous with you, he's going to willingly or unwillingly sabotage you. If you fail, if you make mistake, people should not feel happy. They should feel compassion, and they would like to help you to rise again. They would like to support you in that moment. That company is like gold. And a good company, the company of practitioners, those people who also practice meditation, who also follow the moral principles, who also want to leave some impact in the world, positive impact on the world, the people who pursue great ideas. In this company, you grow very, very fast. Like you start mirroring those people. They are getting imprinted in your mind, and you start to change very, very quickly. When I was 18 years old, I started practicing meditation, but my condition was very dark. I had many bad habits, alcohol, smoking, and my psychology was completely twisted. There were all kinds of complexes there. There was a very deep inferiority complex. There was also superiority complex. I did not feel any love for myself. There was no any self-love. There was no any self-worth. But I was very lucky to find this company. Like my friend. And that company was very rudimentarily spiritual. It was not yet established in spirituality. They just started practicing. Like I remember with my friend, we used to sit. He would come, visit me. Whole night we smoke cigarettes, drink very, dark tea, and talk about God. But with him, we started to practice. He was practicing, I was practicing, and several other people were also practicing. In that company, very quickly, I gave up alcohol, I gave up smoking. I start to live in a very proper way of life. And also, I start to change psychologically. I start to feel supported. I start to feel loved. And I would say in half a year, if I wouldn't have that company, maybe I required 5 years to come out of my twisted state of mind. And with the presence of that company, it was such a quick and tremendous transformation. Because of that, partly because of that, actually, I decided to become a monk and a teacher of meditation. Because I thought, if this is such a miracle, it has taken me out of such a deep darkness. So I think this is what I should do, what I need to share it with others. So you can try it for yourself. I guarantee you, once you start practicing, you will see quite quickly a very good positive changes in your life. These are the 5 pillars which opens the gate to the golden age of your life. Again, practice of meditation. I have made a course on meditation. It is free. You can access it. Start practicing. Start with 5 minutes morning, 5 minutes evening. It is very easy for you, but you will start enjoying it. And then later on you can increase your practice. You can increase also the knowledge how to practice meditation. Meditation, yama and niyama, there is also a course about that. Then asana, the exercises which nourish the body and balance the hormonal secretions in the body, and in this way balance your emotions. Meditation, yama niyama, asana, diet, sattvic diet, and finally good company. For the good company, I can also offer you meetings once a week for the collective meditation. The first step would be to join our community in the Telegram chat, and then we can meet for the, not myself, but some of my assistants, they conduct collective meditation, and then in that way you can receive also a little bit of support. But ideally, of course, is to have, good friends which surround you, good, moral, inspired friends. But when you change yourself, you also attract such a people in your life. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I see you in the comments. Tell me what you think about it. Namaskar.